Most seniors don't lose their independence all at once. It starts with the legs getting weaker. Then balance goes. Then everything else follows. These 5 exercises I'm sharing with you today are exactly how you take your strength back. Alright, before we get into the exercises, let me give you the actual reason of what's going on with your body after 60. Because once you understand it, everything we do today is going to make total sense. After age 30, we start losing muscle mass, slowly at first. But after 60, research confirms it. That loss speeds up. We're talking 3 to 8% of muscle per decade. And your lower body takes the biggest hit. Your quads, your glutes, your hamstrings, the muscles that get you up, keep you upright, and carry you through every single day. When those muscles go weak, everything gets harder. Getting up from a chair, climbing stairs, walking without feeling wobbly. And eventually, the things you love doing start to feel out of reach. But here's what I want you to know, and I mean this. Your muscles don't have to keep declining. Studies show that resistance training at any age, even your 70s and 80s, can rebuild lower body strength and bring back function you thought was gone for good. I call today's routine the Strength Foundation. 5 exercises building from the simplest to the most powerful. Each one targets a different part of your lower body. All of them together? That's what real, lasting strength looks like after 60. Oh, and stick around because toward the end of this video, I've got one special tip that ties everything together. You won't want to miss it. Before we start though, I'd love to know where you're watching from, what's your age, and what lower body issue are you dealing with right now. Drop it in the comments. I read every single one. Starting with exercise 1, seated knee extensions. And I'm starting here on purpose. If your lower body strength is low right now, your quadriceps, the big muscles on the front of your thighs, are probably one of the first things to go. And weak quads mean unstable knees. Unstable knees mean every step feels like a gamble. This move targets the quads directly. No standing required. No balance needed. Just you, a chair, and about 2 minutes. Physical therapists use this as a foundational move after knee surgery for a reason. It's safe, effective, and it works. Here's how to do it properly. Sit tall in a sturdy chair, both feet flat on the floor. Slowly straighten your right leg, lifting your foot off the floor until your leg is fully extended. Hold for 2 seconds at the top. Feel that quad working. Slowly lower back down. That's 1 rep. Do 12 to 15 reps on the right leg, then switch to the left. Take your time. Slow and controlled wins here. Swinging the leg up instead of lifting with control. The muscle gets stronger when it works through the full motion slowly, not when momentum does the job for it. Keep it deliberate. Every time you stand up, from a chair, from the toilet, from the car, your quads fire to lift you. This exercise directly strengthens that movement. 4 weeks of this done consistently, and standing up starts to feel like nothing again. Exercise 2. Standing calf raises. Now we're on our feet. And before you think this one's too simple, hear me out. Your calves are the engine of your lower leg. They're responsible for pushing you forward with every step, absorbing shock when you land, and keeping your ankles stable so you don't roll or trip. After 60, calf strength drops off in a way most people never notice, until they start feeling unsteady on their feet. Research on older adults specifically found that calf raise training improves explosive ankle force, meaning your leg reacts faster when you start to lose your balance. That's not just strength. That's fall prevention built right into a simple exercise. Here's how to do it properly. Stand behind a sturdy chair. Hold the back lightly, just for balance, not to support your weight. Slowly rise up onto the balls of both feet. Hold at the top for 2 to 3 seconds. Really feel your calves working. Slowly lower back down. That's 1 rep. Aim for 12 to 15 reps. Go slow on the way down. That's where a huge chunk of the strengthening happens. Gripping the chair and using your arms to pull yourself up. The chair is just there to keep you steady. Your calves should be doing all the work. If you find yourself pulling with your arms, ease up on the grip. Walking feels more powerful. Your ankles feel more secure. And that little wobble you get on uneven ground starts to go away. That's what strong calves do for you in real life every single day. Exercise 3. Glute Bridges. And y'all, I cannot overstate how important this one is. Your glutes, the muscles in your backside, are the biggest, most powerful muscles in your entire body. And they're directly connected to almost everything your lower body does. Walking, climbing, standing, getting up from the floor. All of it runs through your glutes. But here's the thing. Most seniors have severely underactive glutes. Not because they're lazy, because sitting for long periods tells your glutes to switch off. And when your glutes stop firing properly, your lower back picks up the slack, which is one of the main reasons lower back pain is so common after 60. Glute bridges wake those muscles back up. Harvard Health lists this as one of the best lower body exercises for older adults, and for good reason. It activates the glutes, the hamstrings, and the deep core stabilizers all at once. Here's how to do it properly. Lie on your back on a mat. Knees bent. Feet flat on the floor, about hip width apart. Arms at your sides, palms down. Take a breath in. As you breathe out, press your feet into the floor and slowly lift your hips up until your body forms a straight line from your knees to your shoulders. Squeeze your glutes hard at the top. Hold for 2 to 3 seconds. Slowly lower back down. That's 1 rep. Do 10 to 12 reps. Keep it slow and intentional. The squeeze at the top is everything. Don't skip it. Pushing through the lower back instead of the glutes. If your back feels strained, bring your feet a little closer to your body and focus on squeezing your backside before you lift. The glutes should initiate the movement, not the back. Getting up off the floor. Climbing stairs without your legs giving out at the top. Walking longer distances without your hips aching. Those are real, everyday wins that come directly from strong glutes. This exercise is the one that quietly changes everything. Exercise 4. Step-ups. And this one is where things start to feel really functional. Because unlike the moves we've done so far, step-ups mimic an exact movement you do every single day. Climbing a stair. Here's what makes step-ups so valuable for lower body strength. Every time you step up, one leg has to carry your full body weight, no help from the other side. That's called unilateral training, and it builds strength in a way that two-legged exercises simply can't. It also exposes imbalances between legs that most people don't even know they have. Research shows that step-ups generate significantly more muscle activation in the glutes and hamstrings than squats alone. And because you control the height and the pace, they're completely adjustable to your current fitness level. Find a low, sturdy step. The bottom stair of a staircase works perfectly. Keep a wall or railing nearby for safety. Place your right foot fully on the step. Press through that foot to stand up onto the step, bringing your left foot up to meet it. Step back down with control. Left foot first, then right. That's 1 rep. Do 8 to 10 reps leading with the right foot, then 8 to 10 leading with the left. Keep the movement slow, especially on the way down. The lowering phase builds just as much strength as the step up, pushing off the back foot to help yourself up. The whole point is for the front leg to do the work. If you find yourself pushing off, lower the step height until your front leg is strong enough to handle it alone. Stairs, curbs, getting in and out of cars. Every single one of those movements uses the exact same pattern as a step-up. Strengthen this movement, and you strengthen your ability to handle the real world with confidence. And here we are. Exercise 5. The most important lower body exercise a senior can do. Chair squats. Now I know, squats have a reputation. People think they're hard on the knees, too intense. Not for older adults. Let me clear that up right now. Chair squats are one of the safest, most functional, most doctor-recommended exercises for seniors on the planet. And here's why. Think about how many times you sit down and stand up every single day, getting out of bed, using the bathroom, getting up from the dinner table. Research shows that older adults perform this movement dozens of times daily. The chair squat trains that exact pattern with a safety net. The chair is right behind you. You can't fall. Studies confirm that home-based squat training improves lower limb function in older adults, regardless of squat depth, meaning even a small range of motion done consistently builds real, meaningful strength. This move works your quadriceps, glutes, hamstrings, and core all at once. It is the most complete lower body exercise on this list. Stand in front of a sturdy chair, feet about shoulder width apart, slowly push your hips back and bend your knees like you're about to sit down. Lower yourself until your backside just barely touches the seat. Don't fully sit. Press through your heels and stand back up. Keep your chest up throughout. That's 1 rep. Aim for 8 to 12 reps. As you get stronger, try to lower a little more each week. The deeper the squat, the more muscle engagement, but never sacrifice form for depth. Dropping down fast and plopping into the seat, that's not a squat, that's just sitting down. The whole exercise lives in the slow, controlled lowering. Take 3 full seconds to lower, 1 second to stand. That's where the strength is built. Getting up from any seat without holding on to anything, without struggling, without that slow, painful push. That right there is independence. That's dignity. That's what this exercise gives back to you, and why it earns the top spot on this list. Okay, I promised you a special tip, and here it is. And this is something most people completely overlook. After 60, your muscles need protein to rebuild and grow. Exercise alone isn't enough. Research shows that older adults need more protein per pound of body weight than younger adults, not less. Yet most seniors are eating far too little of it. Here's the simple target. Aim for 25 to 30 grams of protein within an hour or two after doing these exercises. That could be eggs, Greek yogurt, chicken, fish, or a protein shake. It doesn't have to be complicated. These 5 exercises are doing the work. Protein is what turns that work into actual muscle. Skip it and you're leaving real results on the table. So there you have it. The strength foundation. Exercise 1, seated knee extensions for your quads. Exercise 2, standing calf raises for your ankles and lower legs. Exercise 3, glute bridges for your glutes and hips. Exercise 4, step-ups for real-world leg strength. Exercise 5, chair squats, the whole package. Do these consistently. Feed your muscles right, and your lower body will be stronger 6 weeks from now than it is today. I guarantee it. If this helped you, hit like, subscribe, and drop a comment. Which exercise are you starting with? I read every single one. Take care of yourself. See you in the next one.